What is content area literacy and how can it be beneficial for your students? That's what we're talking about in this video. Hey everybody, I'm Lee Hall from Literacy Teachers, and I'm all about helping you inspire, motivate, and change how your students read and write for academic success. Today, we are talking about content area literacy. This is a whole new series that we've got here about content area literacy, and in this video, we're going to talk about what it is and how it can be beneficial for your students. So let's start with a definition. Content area literacy is the ability to use reading and writing to acquire new knowledge. It is both a cognitive and a social practice that requires students to comprehend, write, and critique multiple forms of print. Now, content area literacy is different from disciplinary literacy, and we will have a whole series following this one about disciplinary literacy. Just know for now that the two are different because you may have heard both terms. Now, from an educational perspective, from the instructional perspective, content area literacy is about teaching generic reading and writing skills and strategies that promote comprehension, right? Promote students' abilities to write and communicate. What do I mean when I say generic? So generic just means it's not discipline specific. So when we get into talking later on about disciplinary literacy, you'll see that there are ways of reading and writing within science, for example, that are very different from how we go about reading, writing, and communicating in English or in mathematics, all right? So generic just means it's not discipline specific. The skills and strategies that you're using in science in a content area literacy perspective, they can also be used in English, and they can be used in social studies, they can be used across all the disciplines. So generic doesn't mean bad, it just means it's not specific to any single discipline. Now, for example, making predictions, reading graphs, tables, and charts, making inferences, these are all examples of skills and strategies that we can do them in any discipline, right? We need to read graphs, tables, and charts. If I teach you how to do that in science, you should be able to reasonably do it well in social studies, okay? We make inferences when we read. It doesn't matter if it's fiction or nonfiction, right? So learning how to make inferences, once you've got that skill down, you can apply it with different texts across these different disciplines. So as you can see, generic is not bad, right? It's just understanding this distinction that in the case of content area literacy, we can take these skills and strategies, and they're numerous, and apply them across all the different academic disciplines. So, summing it up here, content area literacy is going to support your students' abilities to gain and communicate knowledge from text. It does require teaching some reading and writing skills and strategies on your part, but once they learn it, ideally they're going to be able to transfer it to a different class, to a different context, to a different academic discipline.